Energy, guys, is becoming a frequent topic in this podcast. We often discuss about energy, energy to gain, energy to spend, energy to lose, energy to use. So today, I would like to talk about how we can use jealousy, hmm, typically seen as a negative emotional response, to our advantage using a certain form of energy towards our goal to achieve. Hi, guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success, and welcome. Jealousy is an interesting emotion, right? I wouldn't necessarily categorize it as entirely negative because jealousy has different layers, you know what I mean? It can actually serve as a compass, in my opinion, to help us better understand our relationships with people and our belongings, all right? But in this episode, I want to share an experience from about a month ago, something that happened a month ago, actually, maybe more, where I transformed a form of jealousy into positive energy for my project. But before going forward, as always, please subscribe, guys, all right? So I know this is the right direction to lead you, to drive you, to guide you towards your journey to success. And let's get started, all right? As always. So, I have these dear friends who are on the same path as I am, and they are passionate about wine and decided to build an educational app. Hmm? Their app is fantastic. The way they approach the project, the skills they used, and the way they learned new skills, to develop such a good app, the design and their efforts to understand and explain everything, I mean, are truly impressive. And they've been on this journey for a couple of years now and are finally monetizing their project. Okay. And while taking a shower one day, about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now, I mentioned to my fiance, like, you know what? I'm jealous. I mean, I'm genuinely feel happy for them, but I didn't expect that they would monetize so quickly, honestly. So I was happy for them. And at the same time, I was jealous because I wanted the same achievement for me as well. Because this is just my perception, of course. For me, it has taken more than 10 years to figure out what I want to do. And in the last few years, I've only seen small progress, guys. And in their case, it looked like it was different. So my fiance then said, you shouldn't be jealous. You shouldn't be jealous. Everyone has their own path. Okay. And I have to say, she was partially right. Everyone has their own journey. That's true. But jealousy is a powerful emotion. Okay. And I knew it wouldn't just disappear with the flip of a switch. I knew that. So I thought about it for a moment and then said to myself, okay, jealousy is an emotion, right? Made of energy, of course. So I asked myself, what can I do with this energy? How can I channel it to reach my goals? Okay. So, first of all, was it luck in their case? No, absolutely not. I believe in fortunate and unfortunate events, of course, as everyone, but those mostly come into play when someone is working towards a specific goal, all right? So the more effort you put in, the more opportunities, both good and bad, can arise. And the main difference is that they had a clear idea of what they want to achieve, guys. That's it. So from the beginning, they directed their energy toward reaching a single solution, okay? They knew what they wanted from the start and remain very focused on it. In my case, I always felt like Nemo from Pixar in a vast ocean. So my ultimate goal was financial freedom, but saying that in an ocean of opportunities is not so much different from simply saying I want to make money online, in a space full of possibilities. Of course, you miss your compass. So if you are not targeted with your goal, merely remarking, I want to achieve financial freedom or something like that, simply is not enough, guys. It's not enough. And for more than a decade, I literally try everything from trading to starting an agency, a web agency, and from YouTube to Instagram because I didn't really have a clear goal. That's the reality. So I invested my time and energy across a broad collection of plants, like searching for a golden egg in a vast field. That's how I felt. Where the field for me represented financial freedom. But the truth is that I just walked randomly without direction, without purpose, or without a specific goal, okay, which led me to invest poorly for many years in something unclear. Okay. That was my mistake, my misstep, and the missteps of others. Today, I'm taking these years to lead you better, avoiding my missteps and making these years useful for you and for me as well, because I learned a lot in this decade. So for me, it wasn't a waste of time. But yeah, of course, it wasn't a waste of time, but there was a big delay, you know, towards achieving a clear goal, a goal that I did not have yet. Okay. But my friends on their end were clear about what they want to achieve. I'm sure they encountered plenty of missteps and struggles over the past 2 to 3 years. I'm sure about it. But what is important in this story, what is important to highlight is their focus on their goals. Okay. So my goals shifted constantly, leading to a lack of focus on my part, on my part, of course. And but wasn't their case. Okay. So the takeaway, what is the takeaway in this story? Redirect your energy towards what you are truly focused on and avoid being like, Nemo in this situation, Nemo from Pixar in this situation. And the second point is when you feel jealous, guys, just avoid making excuses like the guy's lucky or it was a different situation than mine. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's just pathetic. Don't do that. Jealousy is an emotion, right? And when you redirect that emotion into action, you can use that energy to improve your project or whatever is important to you. However, suppose you direct this energy into bland excuses, like the majority of the people. In that case, jealousy turns into frustration. Frustration turns into hate. And you end up doing nothing, guys. Hating yourself for what you believe you are incapable of achieving and resenting others for their good fortune, okay? This is not how you should channel your energy, not at all. This is not how you should reach your goal, any goal, okay? When I discovered that my friends were doing so well with their project, I knew I had to step up my game. So I saw it as a competition between my past self, before I hear they were doing so great, and my current self. I ensured that my podcast community had a space to talk. So I try to understand how to make sure my listeners could engage. Engage especially in a group chat where we could text and inspire each other. For example, before to record this episode, I was chatting with them and talking about procrastination. In the group chat, and this is good achievement. And generally, I didn't expect my social media content going viral. First of all, never happened. And Nothing wrong on that, of course, but I knew that I had to do something, all right? So I engaged with my community on Substack, where I interact daily with around 200 likes and over 150 comments per day. And after after I hear my friends were doing so well, so as I said, I tried to step up my game, and in just 5 months I gained 1000 subscribers and 2500 followers around. And so in a while I will finally monetize this project as well, while continuing to provide value. And that's how I channel my energy, all right, into something useful regarding my project, and not into bland excuses. Okay. As for my friends, remember this quote. This quote is very beautiful. I love it. And I hear somewhere, like, actually a few months ago, and it says, until it's my turn, I will keep clapping for others. Beautiful quote. I say again, until it's my turn, I will keep clapping for others. So don't envy what you see others growing. Okay? When the time is right, guys, you will also blossom. Meanwhile, keep your focus and you will achieve anything in life, I promise you. So, before we wrap up, all right, let's take a moment to breathe and look back at what we explored today together. Because, of course, awareness is the first step to transformation. Okay, so let's make it clear with few points. We started by looking at jealousy. Okay, so most people run away from that feeling or try to hide it, but jealousy is actually a signal. It shows us what we desire. Okay, it shows us what we value, and most importantly, it shows us what is possible for our own lives. Okay, so instead of pushing it down, we learn to look at it honestly. We asked ourselves what this emotion is made of. It is energy, okay? That's it. It is movement, it is fire. And the fire can burn you, or it can forge you into something stronger, into something bigger, okay? Into a second version of yourself. The difference, of course, is in your choice. Then we talked about focus. I shared how, for years, I was walking in every direction at once and try everything, hoping, something would finally click. But when everything is a priority, nothing is a priority. When you are everywhere, you end up nowhere. Okay, my friends had clarity. That's it. They picked one idea, one dream, one mountain to climb, and every step they took brought them closer to that vision. And that's the lesson. Success doesn't come from doing more. Okay, there was a moment in my life that I was just doing more, a lot, so much, but it doesn't work like that. It comes from directing your energy where it matters most. Okay, next we talk about celebrating others. This is important. When you see someone succeeding at what you want, guys, instead of shrinking, you know you need to grow. You need to applaud them. You need to learn from them. Let their progress remind you that your dream is real and achievable. Okay, if they were possible for them, why not for you? If they were possible for them, it would be possible also for you. Okay, remember that. There is beauty in cheering for others while preparing for your moment. There is strength, guys, in staying focused even when the results are slow. Okay, there is power. There is power in say, I will get there too, and I will keep going until I do. There is power on that. So here is what I want you to take away today. Jealousy is not a sign to stop; it's a sign to begin. Okay, your focus is the steering wheel of your energy. So point it towards your dream, guys, not towards excuses. And finally, lastly, clap for others until it's your turn, because you know your turn will come anyway. Every comment you write, guys, every podcast you record, uh, like in my case, you know, every small step forward is proof that you are showing up for yourself. Okay, remember that. And trust me, the universe always rewards that kind of commitment. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you deal with jealousy when it shows up? Do you let it stop you, or do you use it as fuel to grow? Send me a message, share your story as always, connect with me on Substack. I would really love to know how you transform that emotion into action in your own life. And if you enjoyed today's episode, guys, make sure you subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. And if someone you care about needs a reminder that their time is coming, share this episode with them. It might be exactly what they need today. Okay? Thank you so much for being here with me on Journey to Success. Together, we are turning every emotion into energy and every step into progress. All right. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you, guys. Cheers.